rocking S-double-E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Came to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They're calling a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring out the 4th down.
And today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Ebron with it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The Raiders at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Stop for the loss by Devin White.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julian Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Quickly to Hawkinson.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Gets this one to use check. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Raiders nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Eric Murray.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about throwing to his backup. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that's caught at the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins again.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And now here's another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down carry for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
And the Raiders first down.
Draw play. This is Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they run to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Newton. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down, Cousins. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Cousins here to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Lawrence sacked by Aaron Donald. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
20.
Newton's going to throw it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. On 2nd and goal, Newton.
And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Donald Parham. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 3. Sam Martin set to kick off.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year.
Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop it.